Welcome everyone. Now I just want to make a quick video to adjust the previous video. So the previous video I made was about rerolling for Tower of Fantasy. So notice over here I have finally rerolled into one of the DPS character I wanted, but I have noticed something else. So what I want to show you guys is, if we come over to this account, I have also rerolled into a breaker character, Huma. So notice here I have Huma, so this is the replay, and over here I have also got the SSR character. So this is gonna be what? VM Blade. So this is supposed to be the DPS character that is supposed to be really good, right? So what is happening is I have noticed that we actually get a pity on the 30th row. So I haven't played the beta before, so I'm a little puzzled, but I noticed this is the case. So out of my previous two rerolls, when I get to 30 row, I will actually be getting a pity. So what that means is, once you have summoned, I'm sure some of you might be rerolling, some of you might not have noticed. So once you have summoned 30 times on the choice weapon banner, it seems that you will be getting a golden SSR. Now I have tested this twice, and this happened to me twice. And I did research into some other videos. It seems that in the Chinese beta, this is the case. So if you get to 30 summons, it seems that you get your first SSR. Now what is recommended is that you recommend to do some research, look into different characters, what are the characters for DPS, what are the breakers. Make sure you do some research to see which character you want or which character you want to play the best with. Now, talking about this, I did do some of my research. I'll show you guys some of the research I had a look. So this is from Gadget Gamer, and notice here this is a tier list for the characters that you can be rerolling. Now Nemesis is harder to reroll because the premium currency we get for this new run I discovered is about 760, plus the 200 achievement crystals will get 960. So what I plan to do to you guys is, instead of making this full guide for you guys, what I plan is to share the resource I found to make it helpful. So the first step is you want to follow a guide that allows you to actually reroll at 30 of the shards for the golden ones. So this will guarantee you into one SSR you want. And then you want to look into the, let's say if you want to look into some of the tier lists online to see which of the characters you want. I'm happy to stay with the DPS. So after that, you'll be rerolling for one of the characters you want. Now, as to how do you reroll, I do recommend coming over to one of these videos. So here I've been looking at videos as I reroll. So this is actually from Vulcan, and he has a wonderful reroll video that gets you to 30 gold of the crystals or gold balls. So what I did wrong was, in my previous guide, I just went over there and I actually missed a lot of those balls. And guess what, guys? I'll just quickly show you guys what I mean by that. So here, I'll show you how many times I tried. I actually had many times to do a testing. So let me show you guys how many servers I have launched over here. So what I'm trying to say is, first you follow Vulcan's guide. So I'm not going to make another guide. I think his guide is perfect. So you follow Vulcan's guide to do the 30 reroll method. Don't do my one, which is like a 20-ish method, because under 20, you don't seem to get any SSR. I think this is designed for 30 and also 80 for SSR. So do his method, and basically I'll show you guys how many servers I rolled. So this is about how many, this is 10 servers I have rolled, and only 2 of the servers I got to 30, I got SSR. After doing his method of rerolling, what you do want to notice is, you want to know which of the characters you want, because it seems to be guaranteed one SSR. So you get to pick out of those SSRs that is not the limited character Nemesis. And then, this is the important part. And then what you want to do is, notice, let's log in. Let's log in. I got to find the one. So this is the one. So let's log in. I'll show you guys the shop. So now you have 30 summoned, and you're about 50 away from 80. What is recommended later is you'll be getting a character selection ticket. And from that character selection ticket, you can select one of the characters that you're missing out. So let's say if I'll use one of the videos I was reading, I was learning as I was rerolling. So I was learning from Vulcan on this one as well. So he said, I just happened to got the DPS. So I wasn't planning for the DPS. He said that if you get the DPS, I do think we get a free tank, then we get a breaker. So you want the DPS, you want a tank, you want a breaker. Basically, what it seems like, I'll try to run the whole idea to you guys. I know I'm going back and forth because I realize I probably led you guys a little bit. I've tried myself personally 10 times to reroll. Only the times I got the SSR was at 30. It seems like you get a pity at 30, and it is likely we get a pity at 80. And with those two pities, hopefully you get a different set of characters. So you get a DPS, you get a breaker, or maybe you get a breaker, you get a tank. And then you can select the last character from the event. So I do remember there is an event over here that gives you one of the character over here. So this way you can select the ones you wanted. And basically you get the SSR this way. And I do think this is the best way. Let me just do a final summary. I know guys, I'm so silly, right? So once you get in the game, you can follow Vulcan's playthrough, basically his rerolling guide, which is much better than mine. So his rerolling guide is much better. I do have to thank one of our viewers in the comments saying you didn't do it properly. So his rerolling guide actually takes 20 minutes or 22 minutes for me because I'm really bad at flying. So do this for 22 minutes and then you get 30 gold. And then you're going to be summoned for any of the 5 or any of the many golden ones out of here. And you decide which one you want. Now, if you do get lucky with the event summon, out of the 960 crystals you get, plus the 200 for achievement, that's good, but it's quite rare. Now, just on the topic about rolling for the event summon, which is Nemesis. So notice here I have 760. I do remember you can get 200 for achievement, but I can't find the achievement button. If you guys do know, let me know in the comments below to find the achievement button. Now, if you do plan to roll for Nemesis, I do recommend coming over to this video. This is from Ghetto over here, and he's talked about rolling with 7 of the crystals for the Nemesis event character. Notice it's very different. Previously, I was talking about the choice characters over here. That is not event, and over here it's about event character. So there is one more video you can have a look, but this one is much harder. Just keep that in mind. I don't think I'll follow this one. I'll just be happy with the one I got and start playing the game after 2 or 3 hours of rerolling. It's really painful. So once you get that, then play the game until you get 80 summons and then get your next character. And finally, this is when you consider to finalizing your team, and then finally get the last character from the event, and this will complete one of the teams that could be over here. So 1 DPS, 1 tank, and also 1 breaker. Now I'm very new to the game because I never played the beta, so I'm learning a lot from different YouTubers. I'll do try to credit them as I learn things from them, and if I can make a guide, if I discover something, I'll share with you guys. But if I discover a really good guide online, I'll share with you guys as well, combined with my understandings and also my learning. Because my goal is to play this game mostly free to play. Maybe I buy the monthly part, but I won't well into too much of the game. So this way I can enjoy the game a little more and make better guides for you guys. So yeah, I apologize for the last video, guys. I was like rushing to make a reroll video and it wasn't complete. So hopefully this one explains a little more. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and for more content related to Tower of Fantasy. I'll be looking into more free-to-play content, and I've tried to look into minimum spending or no spending method to clear the game and also achieve the highest amount of free currencies and also free-to-play, characters and also weapons in the game.